Hi, I'm Nando Rodriguez, your breakthrough coach, and today it's all about the signs of anxiety and depression, because if you didn't know, now you do. It's estimated that 16.2 million adults in the United States, or 6.7 of adult Americans, have had at least one major depressive episode in a given year. That's from a study done in 2018 by the National Institute of Mental Healthness. And I can totally count myself in that stat. Now, there's a difference between feeling depressed and being given a diagnosis of depression. With that being said, this video is not meant for you to diagnose yourself or others. Instead, I created this video for you to get curious about 6 signs or sources of you feeling depressed and what those 6 signs are telling you, because they're telling you something. The inspiration for this video goes to Mellow Doodles on Instagram. The account is full of amazing illustrations sharing about, you guessed it, anxiety and depression. So go follow them. Okay, if you're feeling depressed, the first sign to look out for is lifestyle stress. Look around you. What are those stress factors? What do you continue to do that creates so much stress? Is it money? Is it that you're staying at a job that you hate because it pays so well? So many of my clients come to me with this exact thing, and 83% of them, after coaching with me, will either change careers, companies, or job titles. Several of them get promotions about 3 to 6 months after our coaching ends. And they're the happiest that they've ever been. So don't underestimate the stress your lifestyle is placing on you. The second sign to look out for is a toxic relationship. As simple as it may sound, it always isn't as easy to identify. This could also imply the people that you follow on social media. Like, are the accounts you're following actually inspiring you? They make you feel happy, or do they make you feel less than after you read their post? Now, let's get one thing clear. It's not their fault. But if you're feeling like this, stop following them. In your real life, you wouldn't do this with your friendships. But guess what? Some of you do. So start to identify those friendships, the ones that drain you. Like right now, already you have some people in mind. You're like, oh yeah, maybe this one, maybe that one. You just might not want to admit it because you'll feel lonely or you'll feel guilty. But consider that those people are triggering your depression. And you want to ask yourself, are those people that you're hanging out with really cheering you on? You know the answer to that. Because if they're not, you might want to consider getting curious as to why you continue to have them around. Is it a wonder why you feel anxious around them? No. Are they talking behind your back? Is the friendship one-sided? They may be toxic for you if the answer is yes. The third sign to look out for is your environment. I was myself living in Iowa for 1 year, and it just wasn't for me. Now, does that mean Iowa is bad? Absolutely not. In fact, I made so many friends there. But romantically and career-wise, it wasn't the place for advancement in either category for me. And neither was Texas, which is what led me to Iowa, which is then what led me to Brooklyn, right? So what are you out there to do in the world? Is your environment nourishing that? Is it contributing to that? This could also mean your roommate situation or your living conditions, right? So it's beyond a town or a city. If you feel trapped where you are, is depression, anxiety the norm for you? Take a look at that. Now, before we go on any further, I have to ask you, have you ever felt your environment was keeping you trapped? Let me know in the comments below and let me know what you did about it. The fourth sign to look out for is, are you on the wrong path? And yes, this could mean career, job, relationship, but let's take it a step further. What's your purpose? I find that people who are feeling down and depressed about life is that they look out into the world and they compare themselves to everyone else who seems to have it together. And then they feel like something is wrong with them, or how could I not have this figured out? This is where getting a mentor or a coach really makes a difference, because they will help you sort things out and get clear. Let's take a moment here and tell me what's opening up for you. Like, what are you discovering? Leave it in the comments. I want to hear all about it. The fifth sign to look out for is self-care. Are you constantly hooked up to a device? Do you know what a book is? Fresh air, a phone call. Now see, only you can create what self-care looks like for you so that it creates an impact. But are you making time for it? Yes or no? The sixth sign to look out for if you're feeling depressed or anxious is your past. What are you incomplete about? A friendship that ended and you aren't sure why? Maybe it's even deeper than that. Okay, so you guys know that I'm adopted, right? So for the first 13 years of my life, I didn't know how to handle that. My family didn't have access to therapy back in the 80s, so I grew up super sad and depressed and thinking I wasn't worthy of love. Like, why would I be, right? My own mother gave me away. I wasn't lovable, right? Well, wrong. Once I got that complete, because I didn't know that that was the thing that kept me trapped inside of depression and anxiety, I overcame that story of me not being worthy, and I began to flourish. And you will too. Complete your past. Now guys, if this video made a difference for you, or if you discovered or learned something about yourself, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you know when the next one is coming out, okay? I'm Nando Rodriguez, your breakthrough coach. And remember, I'm here to make your life sexier.